Honor and respect. Honor and respect. EBONBLAK. EBONBLAK. Honor and respect. Honor and respect. EBONBLAK. EBONBLAK.
Of course, it could not be simple. It seems no more endurable.
13th Friday connect to Jason. For no apparent reason, I was accused of treason. For not abide by the reason, I was banned and sent to prison.
Promotion of my referral.
Reverse algorithm brings no approval. System detecting breaches feral. AI bear false witness, legally married to laziness. A simple task could not maintain. Remember Abel was slain by Cain. I guess he was on cocaine, so they reject my campaign. I look elsewhere for answer, like buying narcotics over the counter. Complicated if I might add. The situation was so bad, but calm down.
You know I got a way out.
I had faith in my skills, no doubt. So I reached for the impossible. Try again with Google.
Okay, you know that's me.
I was in the green. I'm good to go, if you know what I mean. True result will come back in 9 days. Truth be told, it was clear on his.
Of course, it could not be simple. It seems no more endurable. But I'll be a monkey's uncle if I fell for the same debacle. Of course, it could not be simple. It seems no more endurable. But I'll be a monkey's uncle if I fell for the same debacle.
It turned out to be a shackle, make me run in circle. The same problem, different cycle. Financial empire, economic cycle. Blame it on my part also. I should have never believed this fiasco. I have to wait 90 days later to know better. Overall, we will have a great weather. I believe it's a demon. It's been following me ever since I got here, man. I'm not expecting you to understand. It's just so hard for a mere referral. But for me, it's supernatural. The battle is physical and spiritual. My charm is bipolar. Eclipse from solar to lunar. Can't block the shining. Consistency for the winning. I've been taking a lot of L on my life. Social, economic, and strive.
Of course, it could not be simple. It seems no more endurable. But I'll be a monkey's uncle if I fell for the same debacle. Of course, it could not be simple. It seems no more endurable. But I'll be a monkey's uncle if I fell for the same debacle.
Don't forget to add me in your Spotify playlist. I'll see you guys in the next track. Subscribe to my channel. Honor and respect. Honor and respect. EBONBLAK. EBONBLAK. Honor and respect. Honor and respect. EBONBLAK. EBONBLAK. EBONBLAK.
Shalom, beloved brothers and sisters, Jews and Gentiles alike. Welcome. This is your humble servant, Big Levi. Thank you for being here. It's good to be here. Great glory, great praise go to the mighty one. Oh boy. Mm-hmm. Oh boy. Huh. Yes. Let me see. Uh well. Uh, yes, Sister Pandora. Yes. For those of you that are doing the the avocado experiment, it would be best if you grate it while it is like that, and then put it in the sun for it to dry up, or you can split the seed for it to dry up, because it's going to take a lot. It's going to take a lot, brothers. Okay, it's going to take a long time for it to dry up. So you might as well go ahead and grate it now and then let it dry up, because it will take, at least if you put it to in the sun, because the tomato the avocado seed is very hydrated, and it will take a very long time for it to um come back, dry up. Yeah, give me a sec. Yeah. Okay, put it there. Ah, yeah. Okay. All right, later. Oops. I think I dropped it. Mm. Oh. Yes, beloved. There you go. As I'm advancing in age, my eyes are starting to failing me. Mm-hmm. All right, let me see what's going on here. That's good. That's better. That's good. Yes, you might want to grate your avocado and take like the butter side and spread it and let it dry. Let it dry in the sun. Will be better. And if you're going to the courtroom, if you work at the court, if you work at the court place, make sure when you go there, you go with one you tell it to rule in your favor and defend you. It should be all right. Yes, beloved, today we are going to talk and meditate about the alignments of the planets, okay? And we are going to, well, at least I am. We're going to pray and ask, and we got some sisters that are doing their own spiritual bath in that time at night. Um, yes, that's what you do, Sister Maria. Get it. You have to tell it though. Give it the command, cut it open, take the seed, and then you can eat the avocado meat, so to speak, and then let it dry and keep the powder. And yeah, oops, there you go. Um, some of our brothers and sisters going to do their own bath uh doing the uh the full moon, the 16, uh and we uh we will ask the nation to observe that and watch the alignment. And if you need to ask as the mighty one to align your life, with His will. Align your health with His will. As the moon, Emitiel, the same way that you are full. I want my health, my wisdom, and I want my understanding to be to the fullest. I want to fully understand or overstand, understand everything. I want to fully enjoy what the Most High have for us. And just like the planets are aligned, I want all my affairs and my life to be aligned. I do not want anything to be spread out and be a mess and be disorganized and be out of order. I want everything to be in order and completely the way that the mighty one intended to be in the first place. Well, before we go ahead and do effed up things, and meditate on that. Watch the mighty one, the energy that are sending, that are coming, us to receive it because we are receiving a lot, man. I mean, at least I don't know about you, a lot. I receive a email about a brother that that has, the door of his house is open and closed by itself. We have many people that dealt with this before. I dealt with things moving around in my house all the time. In fact, we have that thing moving so much. We even have a movie based on thing like that. And I want to tell that I haven't had the time to answer back to the brother and his wife. Listen, anytime you're living in a house, you are the king or the queen of this house. Nothing should be afraid, make you afraid. In fact, anything in this house should be afraid of you. Any knows that you heard, you have to command with authority. You rebuke it, you laugh at it. Not it's not everything that is in your house that close and open your door or evil. Remember, I we told a story before. If there is a paranormal activity in your house, I wish there was some in my house. You could be into something. You could be into something good. Remember, the mighty one give you dominion over all. So if anything happened to you in your home, you just laugh at it and you rebuke it. You don't need to do anything crazy unless something crazy happened. If something or someone was in your house to harm you, you would have already been harmed. Anything that happened in your home that you do not understand, you do not fear it. You pray on it. You ask whatever this spirit or this thing is, who are you? And what do you want? Friend or foe, state thy business. If you can hear the door close and open all the time, they can hear you. If you can hear people walking around your house at night, well, they can hear you. But you have to talk. And if it's something that is, you will know, brothers. Listen, if there is an evil spirit in your house, you will know this thing is evil. Door open and closing in my home all the time. Sometimes one of the windows open in another room. All the houses are insulated over here, and then it blow and suck up the door. It close. It close all the time. I'm sleeping, things drop over there all the time. I just sleep. I know my house. I know, of course, my house has nothing on it. But if it did had something, I would like to know what it is. That's a great opportunity right there to test whatever the Most High give me. When your house have like certain spirit in it, you need to know what it is. Sometimes it could be one of the benevolent spirit in there, because we watch too many movies that tell us if something move in the house, it has to be certain evil stuff. If your house have regular candle in it, like a eternal fire in it, it shouldn't be have any of that thing. Yeah, light going on and off. That's good. We have a sister. She sent a video, and she's showing like she knew what it was, and she didn't say, "Oh my God, that's like evil stuff happened." It's a message going on to her. If you're familiar with what they call this thing again, Morse code. Stop. Tip, 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 tip. Morse code, or they have a name for that, a proper scientific name. If anything is in your home and this thing turn out to be evil, you will know this. You will know this in an instant. We have sisters and brethren that are dealing with things like that. They are evil and they know that. And there are ways you can uh, stop, captivate, banish, and prison, and use those things. Energy, beloved. We talked about that yesterday. There are certain, remember, we are receiving a lot of messages we are not used to. I do not want my people to think if you heard sound in your house, it's a evil stuff. It has to be evil. No. Now you are enlightened. You know what's going on. I gotta question this thing, whatever it is, to know what it is evil. I'm serving. I'm serving a mighty God. How in the hell there is an evil thing here? Unless if this thing used to happen before, and then it still keep happening. Now I gotta check what is this thing? Is it good or is it bad? It has to be one of them. Don't try to don't do not be afraid of it. Talk with authority. Talk with firmity. Is that what we're with? Firmly or firmity? Talk with assertiveness. 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 I'm using big words here. Okay. Talk with the, well, not a totalitarian voice, of course. I mean, you're in your house. You have to talk like you mean to talk, man. Assertiveness. You have to assert your dominance in the home because you are the owner or the renter of this house. Because those things are cowards, okay? Their main purpose is intimidation. And we will not be intimidated. We will not be moved nor be dismayed because the Messiah is in the midst. Understand that. Now, because there will be alignment, let me see. Because there will be alignment on May the 16th, I believe the full eclipse or the full moon will begin. Well, it depends on where you are, so certain places will be 12 11 a.m. East Coast, I believe 4 a.m. It depends. It depends, but it will be a very important things. Okay. Okay. So sister mentioned a movie called what is it again? Thor: The Dark World, which I watched 2 or 3 days ago for the fourth or fifth time. And of course, the Gentiles, they do know and they understand planetary alignment. They understand that. Okay, they know when Hesh is over and when things begin. They understand. They know this. Okay. I believe. 2 years ago, the beloved brother Big Judah uploaded a video, and there was a dude, Mike around the world. He was talking to a fellow, and then the fellow was saying that I think it was in 2019. He uploaded the video. He said in 2020 there will be certain things that will happen. So it's gonna get really worse. He said in 2021 is get worse, worse and worse. And he said somewhere around 2024. He said in 2024 that he said that's it. They want nobody will be able to control what will happen in 2024, because what they are doing, brethren, is trying to control the narrative, because that's what they do. Anything that happened, stupid people cannot. When thing happen, the dull, the profane, the backward always need someone to tell them what it is, although they see it. They want somebody to, they see that thing happen, they know what it is, but they want someone to come over there, a pastor or figure of authority, to tell them that's not what you saw. Oh, what you saw, it's a phenomenon called sundog. It's happening when crystals suspended in the air and the sun are reflected. Okay, well, I thought what I saw was an actual angel with the sword killing people out there. Nah, man. Yeah, man, get back in that crack and go to sleep. That's not what you saw. It's that crack messing with you. That's what they will say. They understand fully what's going to happen. And what always amused me is how those guys, they use our science to know what's going to happen. When they read our books, okay, they know what's going to happen, and then they pretend, they wrote down, they stage as the elite is going to do this. They put them in their little Simpson cartoon, and the Simpson predict the future. Get out of here. You didn't predict nothing. You do know what's going to happen. We lost our memory. You didn't. In fact, you found our memory. You simply didn't understand it fully, but yeah, you know what's going to happen. And when I watched those guys when they took our book, and then they wrote everything down, they go ahead and do all sort of things, and then when they happen, they say, oh, certain things are about to happen, and the elite is planning to do this. And when you look at those things, you're like, wait a minute. The so-called elite is all about profit. You guys are always about money, but you are destroying your money, even your water. Beloved, keep the brethren, keep the beloved sister Lisa Cabrera in your prayer. She recently, her hunt made, she made transition, just like our beloved sister Sharon. I will tell the nation to keep her in your prayer. Please pray for her. Beloved sister Lisa made transition. Man, the sister been taking a lot of hate when it comes to family, because our family, man, I mean, I don't know about you, my family I barely have few, I only have a few people left in my family. Okay, it's just like they are going left and right, man. It's just people are dying, man. The natural causes, other causes. It's just and then if those things are happening in my family, can you imagine what's happening in others, man? Yeah. We'll ask the nation to keep her in prayer, the AK warrior, to keep her in prayer, and then bring the sister peace and all the others that are dealing with issues like this. And we had Sister Sharon in the back, and then Trinidad. Oh, let me put this on pause. I'll sign it. She oh, what they call this again? She is dealing with the loss of her son, and let me see. Okay. And we have a lot of brethren and sisters that are dealing with certain stuff. Keep them in your prayers. That is why we need a big place when our beloved have issue, they can come and grieve there for a few time and then leave. So, beloved, let us begin. Let us start. Let us ask for discernment. Let us ask for strength. Let us ask for forgiveness. Let us ask for knowledge. Let us ask for the wisdom that we have lost, the thing that we had rejected. Let us ask them. Let us ask for it back. All praises and glory goes to the mighty one, holy and powerful one, you that created the heaven and the earth and everything. And we come before you today as ignorant fools. We come before you as mourners. We come before you with great pain in our heart. We come, we bring petition, we bring prayers, we bring glory, we bring exaltation unto you. We're asking you to help our beloved brothers and sisters that are out there, beloved brothers and sisters that are dealing with family issue. Of course, we know there's a cleansing going on, and I mean, we would love to see everybody in our family live forever, even though some of them we may not like them, but it is your will ultimately. We would love everyone, except for the enemy, to perish, but when you look around, you see only your will. Some of us look around, we see only a few left. Us. Today I was in a car with my beloved mother, and we saw somebody riding a bike and a bicycle, and the person passed. When the person passed on the back bike, and I slowed down and I asked my beloved mother, and I say, "Mom, do you know who this woman remind me of?" And then at the same time, we say the name of that woman. And then I laugh and I ask my mother, "How is she doing?" And she said, "Oh, she died a long time ago." And he hit me. And I realized that for a while now, I knew that most of the people that I knew as a young kid or even in my late teen, they are no more. And I told my mother, I said, "Mom, it's only we are the only few people that are left. All of those people are no more. All of them. All of them are no more." Which bring to my attention that indeed, beloved, there is a great cleanse in this world. Yes, of course, they may be trying to hide it and saying there's a great resignation out there. But if you resign from this job, you must have either one, you retired, two, you find another job, or three, you were or you become a millionaire or a billionaire. We do understand that the mighty one, him himself and him alone, make the decision. We just follow the rules and we try to live as righteously as we can. We know for a fact, ultimately, we cannot live perfectly, but we do our best. We know for a fact what's wrong, what's evil, and what's good, and we stay away from wickedness, and we do righteousness as much as we can. And if we do anything wicked, it must be in ignorance, it must be in darkness, it must be unaware, it must be unwilling. But we have to tell the nation, you got to understand, you as a human being, you do not know the hearts of men. Only the mighty one does. Only he know the intention of men, whether they are going, whether they are coming, whether they are staying. He knows everything. And we give him all the praise, all the glory. We come here today, mighty one. We are meditating on the planetary alignment. Of course, we do not have the full knowledge of what you are going to do. And we know for a fact that the Gentiles are lying and they are saying, oh, those things are scientific, or it's all astronomy. but we know it's all astrology and spiritual. We do understand the way that the planets are aligned, the way that the fool is aligning is your plane is being aligned, or our life is being fully aligned, and the moon will be fully fooled. It's not a little thing that's going to happen there. It's not something that it's not a little, it's not a joke. It's not something that happen every other day. This is a very rare, just like all the others, those are very rare events, and they are significant because those people could not come in our land until they start seeing major signs in the heaven. Of course, we knew old man Putin invaded Ukraine right after that stuff that we had, because he know the sign. They have, of course, astrologers. They have so-called warlocks and witch that study those things, so to speak. They know and understand what's coming. They know the time is up, and then they will release false information saying, "Well, if you don't see me, if something happened to me mysteriously, you may know somebody did this to me." Really? Since when you so-called billionaires and millionaires speak like that? You guys never bring any negative energy towards you. It's always you enjoying life, you doing this, you doing that. All of a sudden, now, if something happened to you, what do you mean? Something will happen to you. We do understand that the mighty one, him alone, control both sides, the left, the right, the up and down, and all around. He created the heaven, the earth, and everything in them, and they have rules. If you've been doing wickedness, and there is something that coming for you. And yes, a few of us will suffer. And now we told our people, whether you have electricity or not, you have the Most High on your side. Do not freak out if you don't have any food and then you start eating your children. This is not in us. We don't do things like that. We got people they've been through worse. We've been through these things. Well, except for the Negroes that been living under the beard of the enemy. So they will start doing nonsense because it's something they love doing. You would have thought, like, when you tell our people don't freak out, we all in the same page. No, you will have people like us chasing our people and try to eat them because there is no food. There will always be food. The hood will be always loaded. It is them. It will be. It'll be amazing to see like a portion don't have food and a portion have. Just like when you were back then, when the Gentiles were in the blessing, all of them, they have all the money, all the access, all the respect, and then the hood was poor. We had no money, we had no access, we had no respect, and then we have to go work very hard for everything that we ever own. We have to do this, we have to do that. That's how it will be for them too. Those people acting like if the world is in trouble, we all are in trouble. Oh, look at what humanity does. Oh, we human managed to dry up the Colorado River. No, we human didn't do this. All of a sudden, we were all in charge. Nope. Holy and great and powerful one. Give us more meaning, more spiritual understanding of the planetary alignment. What does it mean? We meditate on that. Today I had a horrible dream. It was it was a very very horrible dream. I cannot tell it, but I did not understand it fully. But it, it's two ways. It's two ways. It's good, it's bad. But at this time, at this moment, at this point in our lives, we're expecting everything to be good for us. No more bad stuff to happen to us again. We've been going through those things. Right now, we have to stay on a high frequency, vibrate at a higher speed, a higher knowledge, so we can receive positive stuff and calling them to us. Holy and powerful one, give us more wisdom, more knowledge, so we may understand the skies, so we may understand nature, so we may understand the spirits, whether they are malevolent or benevolent, so we may understand the people, the brethren, the sister, and the enemy. So we may ultimately understand you. Holy and great one, we come before you today. We bring petition, we bring sorrow, as you are a refuge and you are a fortress. We brought before you our beloved sister Lisa Cabrera. and we do understand that she is in a moment of grieving her beloved aunt that has made transitions to the other side. We ask you, may you receive her with peace. May you receive her the way that you're supposed to receive her, and bring her unto Abraham's bosom, and bring the sister much love, much peace, and deal with her sorrow as you always been dealing with our sorrows. If it wasn't for you, we wouldn't be here. All our nation, all our race would have been no more, because you always been there and having our backs. Mighty One, we ask you to take the beloved sister Sharon, her grief. May you move upon her and bless her heart, and bless the beloved brothers and sisters out there, our beloved sister Kayla, that are dealing with a lot of heavy stuff. And we ask the nation to keep the sister in your prayers for strength. We have the cleansing, the alignment, those things, they have effects on us, brothers, and they are not, for some of us, it's a nightmare. For some of us, there is no effect. There is effect, but it's so positive that you don't feel anything. And for some of us, it's good things. But we give the mighty one great praise, great glory. May he send the angels of comfort in the midst of the sisters and the brothers and heal them. And may his will be done in this earth as it is in heaven. Salah. So be it. The Holy Spirit to the earthly mother, to the angels, the spirits from the four quarter of the universe, the known, the unknown, the seen, the unseen, the visible, the non-visible, the one that are here supporting us, the one that are here listening to us and carrying our orders. We want more in the ultimate knowledge of the skies, of astrology. We want the ultimate knowledge of the ancient. We want all the knowledge and the wisdom that the Most High God Almighty intended us to have in the first place before we messed up. We want the full restoration of the knowledge of Atlantis. We want the full restoration of the knowledge of Mu, Lemuria, all of them. We want the full knowledge of Eden when we were before we messed up. We want all our knowledge and wisdom back. Not having them back for confusion, but having them back as a remembrance unto us. Having them back, I say, I remember I used to do these things. We want our knowledge to become second nature to us. Just like we remember how to ride a bike, how to draw, how to walk, how to cook, how to sit down, how to talk. We want our knowledge to be as easy as those things that we do naturally. May you go out there, you open all the doors for our nation, for our people, for the Jews and the Gentiles alike that plant their feet on the mighty one, and close the door on everybody else. Selah, so be it. Go, fulfill those things, come back, give us the report, so we may give the mighty one great glory, great praises. All praise and exaltation goes to the Most High. Selah, so be it. By the horrible and terrible power of the mighty one vested in me, I leave all of you in peace. May you go in peace. Be not afraid. Things are moving in your house. Speak with authority. You serve a great God. Nothing can scare you. If anything, they should be scared of you, not you of them. You Gentiles, you heathens, run, go hide, upgrade, go buy food. Run like a little rat, dig your hole and hide in your bunkers. It is coming for you. There are worse things out there than war, and you will feel the might of judgment from the mighty one. Go in peace. All right. I'm just gonna hydrate it a little. Boy, it's been a while. The Holy Temple haven't been hydrated by the Holy Spirit. Mm-hmm. Yes. I have successfully finished one of my experiments. I haven't tried there, but it is complete. The other one will be complete in 6 days. Okay, the other one will be complete in 6 days, but this one is completed. It's completely purified by fire. I have found a way to purify water with fire without even let them have physical touching, physical access. I should have purified this a little bit more, but this is done. I will try it. Should be good, but it is done. It's gonna take some time, but it is done. I have fully finished that. Once I try it, if it works, I let the nation know so they can do it too. But it's again, we were telling the people we're moving to alchemy. Okay, what we are doing right now, brothers, is a form of alchemy. All right, cooking is a form of alchemy. Adding 1 teaspoon of salt, 2 tablespoons of flavor, heating it up. You take a bunch of other stuff, you turn it into something else. Yes, beloved. Yes. Now, there are other things. I have received all the letters from beloved sister Molly. Okay. Beloved sister Peggy, aka Queen Mommy, beloved sister Dorothy, from North Carolina, and our beloved sister, let me see, Sister Betty from is it Georgia? No, Delaware, I believe. I have received all of them. Okay, I have them. Thank you for all your very kind letters. Um, that's quite all right, brother Daniel. Again, like we tell our people, if you don't know what's going on, you can always go to the website biglevi.com, and you can go to homework, and you will find, you can ask the question and comments and question, and the people will answer you. It's always that. Okay. Shalom, beloved sister Sharon. This is the beloved sister. We need to keep the sister in prayer. She is down there in Trinidad, Tobago. She is dealing with the loss of her beloved son, and may you keep the sister in your prayer and comfort her as she is the handmaid of the mighty one. All praises and glory. For those of you who don't know, well, see, I almost forgot about this. The beloved brother Abdullah Seer have prayers now at midnight. Okay, mine begin at 12 p.m. His begin at 12 a.m. Now, for those of you that are in the other side of the world, we have a brother in China right now. It's dark over there in China. We have the people in the island of Guam, Guam. You might want to walk with him. Yeah, the beloved sister Shah. Last night I was there. I was studying. I was like, I was doing. I don't know what it is with me at night. I don't know why the most I was waiting when I'm not it making me doing like weird experiment. So can someone please make I mean one of the moderator put the link to her to beloved brother Abdullah Seer oh boy channel. Sorry, forgive me, beloved. Last night the freaking fire alarm, those damn kids been doing this thing for a while now, man. I don't know. It could be some homeless person or somebody that out of the freaking mind. They keep pulling the fire thing out, and this thing is horrible, man. And last night, this morning, 3 a.m., man, I barely fall asleep. And then when I was like, get on the sleep, and then some damn homeless fellow, or I don't know if it's the kids doing this. Big Leaf, I like to blame everybody for his problem. And that thing started yelling, and screaming. And that thing give you that piercing sounds. I even tipped mine. I tipped up all of them in the room, but that's piercing sound, man. And I barely have some sleep. So, if I'm speaking and I'm going in and out of words, forgive me. It's my brain telling me three things: go to sleep, get some rest, and get something to eat. And then I'm trying to do the opposite of that. But anyway, so the beloved brother have the prayers at this time. If you live in the opposite of the world, that's why there's one book we cannot read it here, because for us it's day and for others it's night, and then he say do not read this book at night at this certain time. So if we do that at these certain times for the other people, the spirit might manifest to them. Okay, so uh yeah, the beloved brother Abdullah Sir, it has the prayer, because we have to do this. And some of you, if you have a YouTube channel, you can go ahead and pray, man. Pray, we repent, we pray, and we ask for more information, more knowledge. Okay, always ask for knowledge, always ask for wisdom. And then if you're dealing with certain things that related to financial monetary fund, you ask for it. Doing the core bath, the spiritual core, the core cleansing. Hey man, ask for your substance back. It's not no, there ain't no shame in my game, man. I work hard for my money, man. I just need it back. But those people stole my land, they stole my substance, so I'm here to ask it back. There's nothing wrong with that, all right? You ask for whatever you wish. Do not let me telling you what to do. All I can tell you, brothers, you have lost your way. You lost your knowledge. Some of you still even ask you, what is my purpose? What is it that what is it? Why am I here? What is it I'm supposed to do? Right? You lost things, So I will tell the nation to keep on praying, keep on pushing. Okay. Yes, today is meditation Wednesday. Meditate on the alignment. And what is the message here? What is required of me to do? Whatever it is, may he be positive. Okay. Now, one of the sister that brought us the knowledge of the knowledge of oh boy, of the match, what the sister did. So let me see. What, babe? Babe, is it the same thing today? Because the yesterday they caught me off guard. Regular time. Damn it. All right. Ah. All right, I thought I had time to stay for today, but I don't. The beloved sister that they gave us the knowledge of the certain things, and it's her YouTube channel is Ancestral Nutrition with Mabo Otilia. Okay, I will type it in. Where's my? Okay, I will type it in. Okay, for those of you who wish to visit the sister, she has a lot of experiment. We in the book, our ancestors always called them experiment. But the sister, she was the spirit told her to slow down on the experiment that she's giving, because a lot of people, of course, are using those experiment to to do wickedness. Like I said before, out of all the people that you might see, some of you might see that I hide the numbers of subscribers on my channels, because it was revealed to me that most people that are here are not here because they are here to learn. Okay, they are here to commit all sort of nonsense. They're here to take things and go out there and not giving the mighty one credit. Like I told them, don't give me zero credit. But when you take something from any of our brothers, you have to give the Most High God Almighty credit. Okay, so only a few of us are here and about that life. Most of the others are not about that life. They are not. There's something in your YouTube studio called demographic, and there's one little country, a small little country. It's not even a it's no bigger than a football field. Yeah, yet your stuff is playing over there. Who's watching you? Let me put her channel in there. The name Ancestral. Whoops. Get this. Ancestral nutrition with high priestess, well, of course, marble. Whoops. Till. Yeah. There you go. All right. If you guys can get the link. Oh, whoops. Now the Mosiah is positioning his people. Okay, we got brother in the north, I'm in the south. We got brother in the east coast. We got brothers in the west coast. We got brother in the east, north, south, east. We got sisters in the north, south, east too. Okay. So certain I do not have all the knowledge. And in fact, I have none. Okay. Some people might like, oh man, Big Levi is so smart. You smarter than me. It's just the spirit that is in me. If I make any faux pas or I try to abuse this, whatever the most I give unto me, he'll rip it off. And then one day he will come, he'll like, what happened to Big Levi? First of all, where is his weight? And what happened to his face? What happened to his speech? Who the hell is that person next to him? He will repeat it off from you. Okay, I have none. I just say what's been beaming into my head. Now, beloved, we are going to keep on moving with certain things that we did not work. We didn't have time to bring. I thought I would have time, but the wife said they changed the hours. They didn't even tell us. Yesterday, I was out there about my business. I was supposed to ship something by DHL. They called me and said, "Oh, well, you guys are 1 hour late." Well, I thought you guys said 4 p.m. Oh no, we forgot. Come pick up it up now. What the hell? So anyway, so now for those of you, yesterday we were discussing certain things related to the land of Mu. And I do not like to discuss this information with profanes. I do not like to discuss this holy information with the unlearned. The people, if you are looking for wisdom, if you looking for things you didn't know, you most likely will somewhat accept this information and you will process it. If you will reject it or you will keep it. Like I said before, just because you don't see me talking about something doesn't know I don't know about it. I just don't want to appear as this guy that know everything or I think I know everything. I always wait for the right time to do the right thing, which always come out wrong. But anyway, I always wait. Now, when it comes to Atlantis and Lemuria or Mu, yeah, I know people will say, well, they are not the same thing. And other things, I do not like to discuss it with other people, but I discussed it with the nation here 2 years ago. I got video, for instance. The video response to Big Judah 2 years ago I did about um the island of Lemuria. And I asked Sensei, I asked the other masters, the ascending masters, so to speak. I have great respect for those people. I have great respect. They say a lot of things that I do not agree with because I don't understand them. But when I stay and I meditate, I agree, I accept it. Now, you must understand the so-called the Gentiles stole everything from you. They don't know anything. Those people have no idea. They don't know anything. Everything that they see, they just everything of all of our books, most of our books, they hide them because they don't understand them. Even Rooney told them, and I have plenty of books there. I pretty much read a lot of them, but it's to me, I'm like, this is garbage. You people don't know what you're talking about. An inferior species can never tell a superior species or superior technology what it does, what it can. This is not coming from me. This is coming from one of them. Rini, I have this book here. Let me see if I can quickly get it. Is it here? It's here. I can see it. Oh boy, there's so many crap in the room. Let me see. I think it's outside. I made a video about like the ley line will provide us with the fire of flight. Our ancestors use advanced aviation. For those of you who remember this video, now when you have an inferior technology, it could never operate a superior one. The science of the heavens is too far advanced. You cannot use or manipulate them. If you read the book of the Black Pullet or La Poule Noire, you will understand high tech technology. You will understand how certain things that certain things that are happening, that they are so vast and so advanced that your mind cannot comprehend it. Only the initiate can do this. And if you read the Black Pullet, you will see when the old man had to initiate the captain, because he could not. You cannot go there without somebody bringing you there. You can't go there unless someone bring you there, and you people haven't been there. You cannot go there. How do you haven't been to a place you never? If I ask you, please describe to me the city or Almazaran. Oh, the city of Almazan. Yeah, describe to me the technology, the cost, the culture, the way of life of those people. How do they look? How do they look? Who they are? Their technology. Nobody here have no idea what I'm talking about because they don't know it. But you will have that one scumbag. You have that one bucktooth, backwarded hillbilly monster that always think making people think, oh, I'm Mazarin. I'm from there. Please elaborate. Oh yeah, it's a city over there, and it's over here. If you look close, you can see it. Yeah, but what? How does it look? What is the first thing that you see when you get? Well, as a city, when you get there, you will see that there will be a Walmart there. You know, there will be like people walking around. There will be substance and structures and stuff. They have no idea what that is. It's the same thing. Atlantis. Oh yeah, Atlantis and stuff. They took a bunch of information they find in books, a bunch of information they think that's what they are, and then they cobble them together, and then they telling you what. Well, they remove all the blackness out of it. They remove all the good stuff, and then they just give, oh, some white race was there doing some white ass hish, and it was so magnificent, and then the whole city went underwater because there was in one night a great cataclysm. Plato says so. Plato. Okay, all right now. Okay. Well, good. All right. Well, no problem. And I, watch, those people can never bring any proof of any of those things. You have people written or writing massive amount of volumes of books on myth. You have Plato, probably one of the greatest science or the philosopher. You have all those people writing books on myth. They spend like ages studying things, but they are all myth, made up stuff. Have you ever seen those people who never prove anything, but the moment you open your mouth, they send a skin folk unto you to prove things? Say, you have to prove to me by scripture what Atlantis or Lemuria, prove to me and stuff. Well, you guys could never prove you went to the moon. No, you can never prove you went to space. You could never prove anything about this earth. You could never prove where you even come from. Why we have to come over there and prove things to you? Or even better, why do we have to listen to you? Everything that you're saying is wrong. You said you were supposed to be raptured again. We're gonna keep beating that dead horse. I still don't see any fat guy floating with the butt naked and going to the heaven. You guys said you are going to live in the heaven with Jesus and stuff like that, and then all those things. They are still here. You guys are, this is all lies. You don't know anything. And then now you want me to come to you and then asking you, hey, how does my home look like? I mean, we are somewhat orphan, but we are exiles. We've been exiled from our home because we effed up things there. But we still have people that can go back and forth there. All right. They know how it looks. They know what's over there. They know all the things that are there. When they come back, they tell us what's happening. We shun them. We say it's a lie. You're not a scientist. You don't even know how to read. Look at you. You walk around bare feet. You don't know anything about this place, but those people truly know about that place. You know what they do, brothers? When it comes to Atlantis or Moon or whatever, they have a code name in the Christian church. They call it the Marine Kingdom, so to speak. They call them the Marine Kingdom. Are you from? Excuse me. Are you familiar with the Marine Kingdom? Have you ever seen some African women or African men online talking about they cut deal with mermaids, or so to speak? They cut deal with they find Nick Cannon down there, or Michael Jackson dancing in hell 24/7. Have you ever seen people say that, oh, they wanted money, they go underwater to a beautiful kingdom, like they have technology that are far beyond anything? Some of you are familiar with those people. Now, let me tell you something about what they are calling the Marine Kingdom. First of all, those Christians are lying out of their asses. A lot of them are. I don't like using this term, but you see, the so-called there is an organization out there. All they do is misinformation and disinformation. They're pretty good. Those guys bring a lot of cocaine in the hood, and they make it seems like Rick Ross was the one. Freeway Ross was the one that was bringing those things. Let me tell you what those people do. This organization is really good as taking truth and then give it to Christian. You see, a Christian don't do any research. A Christian, when he hears something, everything is evil. As long as you make it sounds evil, but then it is evil. Do they have a marine kingdom? You better believe they have it. We told you. Any one of you remember the story that I told you about this fellow that went on this mission with a group of people and it met those entities down there, and then they told him, you cannot come back here yet. This is not the time now. And if you they keep one of them. They kept one or two of them, and then they send the rest, and then they told them, don't come back here again. Remember I told you about this? This is the problem with Christian. Anything that look like an angel is an angel. Any white light that came right in front of you is an angel. That's why Lucifer come unto them as the morning star. Beautiful, brilliant. They run to it. Remember in the book of Adam and Eve, how Satan keep appeal to Adam? He never appealed to Adam as somebody that come over there to kill Adam. He always come as the light. And the first thing he told Adam, I am God, worship me. And Adam keep telling him, what are you talking? I've seen God made me. He molded me. He's my father. I know him, but you are not him. Say, yeah, I am. I just come in this style and stuff. Now worship me. A spirit do not have a body. It's an energy. It bows forms. And when it bows the form, it's a debt on your head. When you invoke and conjure, well, not conjure, but when you invoke an invocation, you physically invoke a spirit, a demon. A spirit could be anything. For instance, in the book of Ezekiel, which is the book of Ezekiel is all Kabbalistic, okay? It's all Kabbalah. If you didn't know this, the book of Ezekiel, all of it, from the valley of dry bone, all of this, if you don't know anything about tradition, you will not understand it. In the book of Ezekiel, the wheels between reels. If you read it from the Bible, a Christian is reading it to you, it's not scary to see a wheel within wheel with eyes in it, to see a being with the face of a cow, a face of a person, the other one as you know how frightening that is, man. You know how frightening that is. For instance, when the spirits see you, they because they're not from your dimension, they have to tell you, they have to communicate in a way to you to tell you. For instance, when you see eyes, that mean I can see you. Can you see me? I have eyes. I see you. Can you see me? When you see wings and stuff like that, I can fly because you don't know the modern man. You don't have another. You do not have another word for flying except for bird. The only thing that you see fly is bird, or thing with wings, or should I say wings? That's why they have wings. I can fly. I can see and I can fly, and I'm strong like a ox. That's why I got a hawk's head. They bowel parts. That's not how they look because they are energy, and not all of them are benevolent. You have infernal spirit, which is malevolent. You have benevolent spirit, which is good spirit. Not every spirit you meet down there under the water, which is the sea, is loaded with those things because they are hidden. That the best way they are hidden is under the sea. That's where like majority of them are, because you cannot batter them, and the water cannot. Well, it's water. They are energy. They don't need to breathe under there. When you call those things, they bow parts. When they have to come to you, they will bow let's say, the head of a man, so they can. That's a debt on you, okay? They will bow a head of a man so they can talk to you, so they can have a mouth. Then they will bow the torso of a goat, the leg of a horse, the wing of bats, and then the tail of a snake. They bow parts, and then they come to us. That's not how they look. And those things are extremely the one that the so-called Christian always call. Remember, when those people, when they go, they effed up with things they don't know, and then they got caught up in things, they run back to the church. They run back to the church, and then they start talking bad about things they don't understand. They had no idea what it was. They were all after money. And then most people go to the churches because of money. They always need money. They don't go to the church because they need knowledge. People don't go to churches because they want to know things. They want to go to the church for two things: feel good moment. After they've done all those nonsense, they want to come to a place that can take their sin away. If you watch the movie, what they call this again? The movie Dante's Inferno, where the priests tell all those murderous men that murder women and children, and they were feeling bad. He said, "I absorb all your sin. You are sin free." And then those guys were so happy. And one of them said, "Can he really do that? Can one man absorb the stuff that we've done out there? Can one man absorb this?" And then the other guy said, "You see, that's the talk of a heretic. You talking, that's Dante telling him, you talking like a heretic." That's why you people go to church. Because after you effed up a bunch of things and then you don't know what to do, then you go to you're not going to church on the seek of a higher power or higher level. No, you go there to seek money and to seek refuge, to hide, to seek feel good moment. When you people went to mess with those things, you have no idea what they are. You have no idea what they do, and then you go over there, you worship them. A lot of people are saying those things in the marine kingdom, they eat children and stuff. How do you know that? Well, I used to provide them with fetuses and children and stuff. And you should have known, you should have done your homework. You should have known those things are spirits, and you don't mess with them like that. You need high level training people. And they even tell you, they say, if you ask those things for a bottle of water, you owe them. You owe them for life. They even got Solomon, man. You messing with things that you didn't know. You have no idea what it is. You heard the word money. You heard the word those things can make you rich. You go there. You don't care. You willing to give up anything. I need to eat people. You build a church, and then you say, "I don't care. Eat whatever, kill whatever you can kill, as long as I get my money." Then you find out like the money that you get, you never had any time to enjoy it. And then now you're making videos talking those things. Oh, those things are horrible. No, sir, you are horrible. Oh, those things came from Atlantis. Get out of here. Just like you see on this land, on this dry land, there are many countries, many kingdoms. Under the thing, there are many things too. There are many kingdoms, many countries down there. Just like you see, if you need to go to even if you need to go to another state, they don't have the same rules. Like Florida do not have the same rule in Georgia. I believe in Georgia, there's a speed limit. If I got a ticket in Georgia, they make me pay the ticket, and they make me pay somewhere around $300. And when I ask them why, they say it's a law. If you pass this speed, you will pay the ticket, and then you pay another $300 for that speed or whatever that is. And they actually they almost sue me for that. They're on the same lane but different law. Is Atlantis or Lemuria exists? Yes, it does. And like we told you in the prophecy that they gave us, that's why I don't like to taking information from Gentiles. At the end of the day, it will rise, because this earth that you're standing on is alive. That is why they are reporting unto you that they are seeing massive amount of mountains. They are seeing massive amount of mountain coming up under the water. They are so huge that the submarine crash into them. Because what happened is, when you're driving your car have a GPS. You see, this GPS needs to be updated every once in a while. This GPS, you program a road in it. He know the road. But this GPS will never know there's like all over nowhere. There's a freaking giant rock in the middle of the street. He won't know this. He will tell you, keep going straight. And then you going straight. Underwater, you don't see. You totally rely on the radar. Is that what that is? There's a sonar. You completely rely on the sonar. You can see out there, it's dark. There's a reason why the Indonesian submarine, they found a submarine, no survivor. They had like 57 men in there. No survivor. I'm not making this up, brothers. No survivor. The submarine was broken in 3 sides. It was broken on his side, brother, shredded. And the submarine run straight. They don't run on the side. It's like this phone. They run straight. They don't run on the side. It's either something, some kind of claw, rape it, or they rape on something. That's why the American submarine hit something underwater it wasn't there. But what is it? What they are seeing, there's a massive amount of land that are slowly but surely coming up. They know that. Just like you see all the water in the Lake of Mead, all the water in the west are receding, it must be going somewhere. It's not evaporating, it's just receding. When it's climate change, it's just like the sun is so hot and it's sucking up the water. That's not what that is. You've been living in the desert for like forever. The water is receding from some place and it's reappearing another place. Or it's making space for more water to come there. There's a reason why a part of this world is the water is receding, not dry. There's entire. It's amazing when I'm sitting there, I'm watching those people talking. Oh, there will be water wars and stuff, as if you guys are talking as if you never knew this was going to come. That's why I don't speak when it comes to those things, because I know those people, they have no idea what they're talking about. This planet. This is sound crazy. That moon that you're looking at, like I said before, Grandma said, any planet that have moon orbited it, it has life in it, it has water, because the moon is made out of water, and the moon attract and control water. The moon can dry up this coconut. We're going to do some experiment with this. When you see the full moon are coming, there is a place that the moon is drawing the water. The moon does this. That's why you got so many supermoons, so many things. The water is receding from some place because it's going another place, because the water is alive. Anything that evaporates from this earth, when it goes up, it will form, it will go down. But it never rained where you were. That means the water did not evaporate. It just went somewhere. Something sucked up the water. Somebody unclog the drain and then it twirls and then whoop, like a toilet. This water is going somewhere. We did told you. We told you 2 years ago. We show you places over there in so-called Africa that's going to be underwater. You Arabs or Ishmaelites over there, you guys are pretty much done. If you don't get out of the desert, you think this place is a desert. No, it wasn't. In the book of the book of Mormon, in the book of Abraham, if you read the story of Abraham, this place was loaded with water. Fresh water was loaded with water. Northern Africa, Morocco, all those lands were connected. That's how people used to travel very fast on land and the air and the water and all that. The water is not being dried up. There is no such thing as a drought. Drought where? You on a planet made your body. If there was a drought in the desert, or the water would have been evaporated, did you know you would have died too? Because your body is 75% of water. The moment you step outside, you would have the sun would have dried you up. That's not the job of the sun. The sun don't do this. The sun don't dry the water in your body. That's not the job of the sun. The moon does. Weird. The moon push and pull water, push and pull. The moon affected everything. As you can see, so many solar, lunar eclipse and giant full moon and stuff, it affected it. The water is going somewhere. We told you we have identified at least 2. What they call this again? I don't want to give the name out there, but I will give the biblical name. The deep. The fountains of the deep. Anybody remember one of the fountain of the deep? We have identified, according to the ancient, they say, you see this thing? It's bottomless. This is bottomless fresh water. This one is enough to feed the whole Western hemisphere. The Western hemisphere can drink and this, it will never go dry up. It's an abyss. And I'll show the video. It's over there in that place called, well, the name is Basin Zim. And people sometimes they go over there, they told them, hey, at this time, during this moon, don't go there. But they were foreigners. They don't listen to the local people, and then they dive in there, and then something activate, and then just like when you press something in the toilet, and then it flush it, and then those people, they never found them because these things swallow them up. It worked like a toilet. I should have found a better way to explain that, but anyway, that's how it is. Water cannot dry up from the planet Earth. The Most High, it's amazing, you people. Anybody can tell us in the first few lines in the book of Genesis, the Spirit of the Mighty One moved upon the waters. Notice that he didn't say the Most High created the waters. He said in the beginning there was darkness, and then the Spirit of the Mighty One moved upon the faces of the waters. Water is all over. It cannot dry up. Where is it going to go? If you see a water receding from a place, that means it wasn't supposed to be there in the first place. It's moving to another. It's making spaces. The people are saying that, but believe I live in the West. Is the West going to be underwater? I don't know, and I don't think so. This is not me telling people flee to the West, come to my community, and I'll protect you. If I even suspect somebody come down there in Florida and live next to me, I'll come to your house, be your friend, and then swagger jack you. That's what I will do. But what I'm telling you, the signs that those people are using are false. They don't know what it is. If one, the sun or climate change was responsible of drawing water, it would. Do you know how fast the sun dry up waters, brothers? Do you know how fast? Which one of you ever in your life you see that it rained, okay? It rained badly in a place. And then after a few hours, what do you see? After the sun rise, after a few hours, when you drive in your car back from work, What do you see? What do you see out there in the asphalt or by your house? After a hardened sun. Oh boy, 37. Almost time for me to leave. That's it. The water's still there. You see, the sun, it will. Let me see how to put this. When hmm, see, this science is so backward. When a place is flooded, brothers, people don't wait on the sun to dry up the water. They waited for the water to recede inside of the earth. Even if the sun would have get close to the water, it would have boiled. Water don't really evaporate it that that easily. They waited for the water to suck up. That's why they clean the drain so it will suck up the water. That means whatever water is in Lake Mead, it doesn't evaporate it. It sucks somewhere. When you have flooding places, people, for the sun to dry up something, most of the water have to be out of there. Something has to water is water is thick, man. The earth have to swallow up most of the water, then the sun dry up the rest. If Lake Meads or whatever lake around there was dry up by the sun, the sea should have also be dry. But what they are noticing, brothers and sisters, they are noticing that the sea is rising up, the sea levels rising up, and certain places the waters are receding. If it recedes, that means it's going somewhere. When you flush your toilet, whatever you flush down there, going somewhere. It just doesn't go into space. There's a place it's going. Water recede. It just recede. That's what that is. It's making space. Terraforming. You people look at it like if since in 2000 in the year 2000 to right now, which is 22 years, this thing drops so fast. That's a lie. If you knew that thing was going to drop that fast, you would have done every single thing in your power, if you had none, to bring desalination. If you knew this thing was going to come that bad, you would have made desalination. But first of all, you would have never used the fresh water. You would have made desalination your first priority. You didn't, because you didn't know. And desalination is very expensive, man. Thank you, brother Jerome. Even in the great flood of Noah, Noah didn't wait for the sun to dry up the water. He waited for the water to recede. And guess what? All this water recede in a place. It's still there. Just like when the Mosai said the fountain of the deep opened, and in the fountain of the deep opened, the water came out. When he said the fountain of the deep closed, they suck up the water, just like I don't like to use this word, but like a toilet. And then some part of it froze them, making giant iceberg. He made giant continent with a lot of part of those of fresh water. The archangels, certain books that we're reading, the archangels, those giant archangels, those archangels are like giant titan. And they're walking upon the earth, and then they water bent the water in the north and the south pole and freeze it there. And then times on time, slowly by surely, it just, the sun melted a little, melted a little, melted a lot, melted a lot. That's what it is. Water, it recede. The sun cannot dry water like that, man. That's what it is, brothers. Don't let those people lie to you with the, oh, it's because climate change and stuff. No, no, sir, no. No, that's not what they. Somebody pulled the plug on the drain and is flushing you guys out. And then he's bringing you to a place and then they will destroy you there. We give the mighty one great praise when we serve a mighty God. Now, to get back, well, I've lost track of what I was saying. To get back to what I'm saying, there are multiple quote unquote countries, so to speak, down there. There are multiple kingdom, what you're calling marine kingdom. Just like here, there are good country, there are evil country. There are good people and evil people. You see, evil give money very fast. If you need money right now, fast, you can do a lot of things, a lot of quick things. That's why they say easy come, easy go. Not every spirit is benevolent. Just because it's look beautiful, that doesn't mean it's good. Yes, there is one down there, but not all of them are evil. Like we said before, what you're calling Leviathan is that thing is so smart. It's crazy when you watch the Christian definition of Leviathan, and when all people telling you about the Leviathan, so to speak. Leviathan just meaning like sea monsters, which they call them monsters. All of those things are. Read the book, the old one. Read the book, the old one. You will understand. Holy crap, those things are. That's why they were worshiping those things as God, because that's what they are in their realm. They are gods in their realm. Those things pretty much can do anything because the mighty one created them in the first days, in the second, third day, and then they have all those knowledge of the earth and everything, and they are ready to pass those things on to people that wanted to learn. But most people don't want to learn; they want money. Money, money, money. Give me money, but I can give you the knowledge of all things. I don't give a crap. I need to go to Vegas, Negro. Give me money. Okay, all right then. Your money. You encounter a being that can give you the knowledge of all things, the knowledge of the universe, the way the mighty one wanted you to know it. You choose money instead. Because you know why? The knowledge that was releasing back then, only stupid people were aware of it. Now, the right people is aware. And we ain't going to ask for money. Although, once you, even in the book, brothers, they told you once you got knowledge of all things, you also have money. You also have wealth. You will have so much wealth, you won't even use it. You won't even use it. The old man and the black Pullet has so much wealth, he barely uses it. He has, when you have so much knowledge, money become, you have no use for it. It's just like, the only, you give people money, you like, they have use for it, you give it money because you have so many things in your mind you can do. You can fly. The old man can fly. He can travel to interdimension. He can even date Venice. He can date any woman he want. He can do part of, he can open any door. He have the knowledge of all things. He doesn't need money. He just give money away. He just he had so much gold in his house, and he was still after more knowledge. He said, "Man, there's so much I haven't known." Then the guy said, "What? You pretty much know everything." He said, "No." He said, he said, "My son," in the book, The Black Pullet. Or I'm gonna end it with this. He said, my son, all those things, if you do not have respect from the mighty one, if you don't acknowledge him, you don't worship him, you can't get those things. And then the dude, look, he said, well, who is the mighty one? How did he create the earth? I remember somebody was asking this in the chat. And he said, this is how he knows the mighty one created the earth. You see, when you are burning a bonfire, brethren, when you are burning a bonfire, or when you're burning any fire, when you're burning a fire and then the fire's crackling, and then there are little splinters coming out of that fire. You can see the little splinters or particles. And then he said, one splinter out of the Most High. He said the fire. He said the sun is the source of all fire. And from the sun, this splinter that came out of that huge fire, a little splinter, out of this splinter created all the universe's lights. This splinter, when you look at it, boom, it created all the lights, all the planets, all the universe, all the fires come from this splinter, including the sun. You see, this is what God is. God is the bonfire. And all those multiple splinters, the little sparkles, they all go out there, created multi universes and multi, keep creating infinitely. He said you could never get to this fire. The splendor is too beautiful. Whatever fire, for instance, this, it come from that fire. Oh, all right. Well, this thing is on. This fire come from the original splinter that created the universe. The splinter that created the suns. All the suns come from this little splinter that came from the Most High. Something insignificant to the fire. It created non-stop. The Most High is like a waterfall. And you see the mist that come out the waterfall, the little water particle that fell on you. One of these little water fell, created all the water and all the universes. Inside of the water, all those water that are in your body come from this water. Everything. It's just so, the old man is explaining, says, this man is so powerful. And then if that man coming after you for judgment, you're going to get a gun, sir, and shoot it. Yeah, I'm gonna shoot the Messiah with a gun. I got an army. Get out of here. Infinite splendor, man. When you're reading the book, you're like, holy brothers, there's a part of the book that I was laughing so bad, man. And the wife was asking me what's going on. When the young man, when the old man was showing the captain, of course, I'm probably gonna go into this another time and explain the whole story. And then he said, he said, do you have any women? He said, this is amazing. He said, do you have any women you ever wanted in your life? He said, well, not really, but hey, I'm a man. Yeah. He said, he gave him a ring. He said, put this ring on. And then he put the ring on. And he said, repeat after me. YouTube thumbnail book. And the guy said those 3 words. YouTube thumbnail book, and out of nowhere, a giant thunderclap, a light pop up in front of him. A being came out, and then the being came out with pink wings. And then this man said, what do you want? What is your command? And then he said 3 other words. He said, natural astrology Genesis. And then the being said, at your will. And then the being went back inside the light and come back again with a giant, with something wrapped in a giant a white sheet. And then he came in with that thing, and the giant angel with pink wings came in front of him, which seems like someone wrapped inside of a white sheet, and then he put it in front of the man, and then he removed the white sheet. And then when the man looked closely, he saw the most beautiful woman. She was asleep. And the woman was asleep, and the woman woke up half asleep. She turned around and she looked at him, and the woman said, it's you. I know you. I saw you in my dream. And then the woman stand up, which she was asleep. She stand up with all her womanness, and she said, you know what? I prefer you. Well, if you read the book, she said certain things. she said certain things that was out of line. And she said, you know what? I prefer you than that freaking Sultan, which being doing stuff to me every single day and stuff like that. And the old man was there. The old man got pretty mad, and the old man said really loud, he said, enough. And then he said the word reverse, and then the angel took that woman back and then go back to the place and put it there. And then the young man was like, what the hell? What happened? I could not control myself. He said, yeah, that's it. He said, who the hell was that? The woman said, that was Venice. That was her, that woman. And he's like, what? He said, yeah, you can have pretty much anything you want. The mighty one give it to you. He told the young man, say, you can, he showed him so much stuff, brothers, but he told him, if you do not have respect for this splinter, for the splinter that came from this huge fire, you could never enjoy this. Yeah, Venice was already all over this man. He's like, oh, I know you. Hey, hey, there's a couch right here. We might as well start doing things right here. And then the woman said, what the hell? Hey, stop. And the guy could not control himself because, come on, it's Venice. That's what she does, Of course, they changed the name to Venice, but it used to be one of our stuff. So yeah, man, it's just the knowledge is so vast, man. It's just when you look at him, like, how could somebody ask for money when you can? The guy, there is a ring. There is a ring. If you wear this ring, now you will see where the swagger jack the whole lot of the ring. If you wear this ring, brothers, only the Most High can see you. Only they said only the great being can see you. You are invisible to even the angels. Only the great being can see you. With this ring, you can travel to air, water, anywhere. You can go anywhere. You can do anything. You can listen and see everyone. They can see you. Only the great being can see you. You can levitate. You can fly. You can run fast. You can with this ring. And then he said, this is yours. Because the old man was 270 years old. He was going out. All those things. He said, I'm going to the next step, to the next stage. All those things are yours. That's what's happening to us right now. The other people, they are going to the next level. Those things, they can bring it to them. They have to give it to us. But, but you have to know what this young man went through. Brothers, read the book, The Black Pullet, 70 pages. It's in English. It's amazing. All praises to the Most High, beloved. Meditate on the planet alignment and stuff like that. And when there is time, we will tell the story of the Black Pullet and all that. Yeah, just like the cloak in Harry Potter, but nobody else in Harry Potter, they can feel you here. But this ring, no, except for the great being. He's the only person that can see you. Even the angels cannot see you. he told him, he said, even all the angels on the earth, even the devil cannot see you. No demons can see you except for the great one. All the version of the book is on the website, Big Levi. Okay, shalom, beloved. I'll see you folks. Whenever that the mighty one says so. Selah, so be it.